Welcome back to our series on toplining vocal production. Today, we're exploring even more ways to enhance the top line using various types of background vocals.
Previously in this series, we looked at doubles and harmonies, both of which tend to closely follow the lead top line melody. However, we can achieve even greater results if we deviate from this at a time. How, you may ask? There are quite a few approaches actually. Let's look at the most common ones.
A good top line would make great use of space. This doesn't mean empty, however. In fact, intentionally leaving space in the top line can allow us to do a lot of very intriguing things. One example is what we commonly refer to as Adlibs.
Don't care about a thing, 난 내 기분대로 walk. 걸음걸이고 장난 듯이 삐끗덕.
Those can echo the lead lyrics or be different and are particularly common in rap parts.
Gotta work, gotta make that money make purse. Yes. Gotta focus, so I make it purr. Give them whiplash when they see me earn. Gotta work.
But can also feature in melodic sections.
이대로 내 기름에 끌어워. 난 만들어낸 noise 내 이름을 불러대. Matter where I go, 모두 원해 once again, yeah.
The adlibs themselves can also be more spoken or rappy, or on the melodic side.
Why are you cranky boy? 뭘 그리 찡그렸나? Do you wanna bumper beat It's not your...
But you can also go wild if the song suits it.
Out of my mind, going out of my mind. God, give it another body shot. This is war, 희망이나 쓸모없는 가림막. 주시는 pennies.
A particular use case of Adlibs is also worth the spotlight here. Those are most commonly added in the second half of the song and consist of high notes and/or runs. We hear them especially often at the end of the bridge and at the final chorus. You would also hear some of those in the second pre-chorus or chorus just for that extra variation.
But what if we combine the concept of adlibs with doubles and harmonies?
While the harmonies we showed last time directly follow the lead vocal lines, this is not necessary. In fact, many K-pop songs utilize whole stacks of background vocals which support but don't directly follow the lead. These are usually performed in a lighter tone and contain multiple melodic lines. And yes, you can utilize any of the harmonies we showed you last time. Let's listen to some more examples.
I can feel no pain.
There is one other way to utilize this approach which K-pop loves to. We call these chants and we use them to add energy and to hype up the song.
One thing you may have noticed here is that these background vocals sound quite different to the lead melody, and we are not talking only in terms of composition. They still allow the lead vocals to shine, and as the name would suggest, are used as more of a pad. Partially, as we already noted, this would be performance, but the processing plays an important role here too. And no, we are not going to turn this into a mixing tutorial, though do let us know in the comments or on Discord if you would like us to do that in the future. But we do want to point out some interesting things you can do with processing to make your top lines shine fully.
Last time we showed you how to make monster and chipmunk doubles. Of course, these don't need to be used as doubles and you can process various adlibs in similar manner.
There is quite a bit you can do if you want your adlibs to sound different to your lead, but a personal favorite of ours is the radio filter. You most likely already have a setting for that in your EQ plugin, but in short, you want your EQ to look something like this. This would make your vocal be a bit less heavy while still being audible in the mix.
조금씩 사라져가는 걸
Earlier we mentioned that a good top line will make great use of space. While adlibs are a great way of spicing this up, we can use something else here called a delay throw. It essentially means making your vocals echo for some time, usually just enough to fill up the empty space.
Instead, or in addition to delayed throws, we can also utilize reverb throws. It's a fairly subtle effect, and it essentially consists of automating the reverb at the end of a word or a phrase. These are particularly great at the end of grand high notes.
I just can't say goodnight.
Of course, these are barely scratching the surface of what we can do, but they should give you a solid foundation for developing a full, coherent, and professional sounding top line. And if you have any questions, do feel free to ask us on Discord. We will be happy to help.
Like this video if you found it interesting, and do subscribe to our channel. Join our Discord for our amazing listening parties and songwriting challenges, and stay tuned. You don't want to miss the next episode, where we are taking everything we have learned in this series so far and explaining when and why we want to use it.